This is a day in the life of a Japanese truck factory worker. This is Shun, 27 years old, living in Japan's Kanagawa Prefecture next to Tokyo, and he's just waking up for work. He lives alone in a shataku, company-owned dormitory near his workplace, a popular system of housing in Japan. In fact, 41% of Japanese companies offer some form of shataku, and the larger the company, the more likely it provides it. It's often fully furnished and offered at a reasonable rent, making it a highly attractive option for employees. Shun is originally from Fukushima and after graduating high school, found his way here. Ever since he was a young boy, he was extremely into cars, and when discussing with his high school teacher his future, he learned about his current job. It was at this moment he knew exactly what he wanted to do with his life and redirected his focus on achieving this dream. And one of his hobbies is collecting cologne. So you're not gonna wear cologne today?
そうですね。仕事中はつけなくて、プライベートの時だけ使えるようにしてますね。
Which one is your favorite though?
一番好きなやつだと、これはエルメスの香水です。
Unlike most Japanese salarymen, he is able to walk to work in the morning, albeit it takes him 20 to 25 minutes one way every day. Despite this, he enjoys the calm and peaceful alone time. On the way, he stops by a convenience store to pick up his breakfast. What did he get?
おにぎり買いました。みりんにバター醤油と舞茸おこわです。
Looks good.
Good morning, everyone. I'm back with another day in life. It's an early one again, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. This one I've been excited to do for a long time and we're finally doing it. So here we go. All we have to do is wait for Shun to arrive.
Good morning. Did you sleep well last night?
そうですね。今日はしっかり寝れました。今日は改善を中心に行って清掃とかを主にやっていきたいと思います。
This is Shun's workplace, Isuzu Motors, one of Japan's largest automobile companies and the #1 truck manufacturer in the country with 2 major factories. And Shun is based in the Fujisawa plant, where he works as a manufacturing department captain for the assembly line. First thing he does is head straight to the locker room to change into his uniform, but it's a little bit of a walk to get there as the entire facility is massive, over 1,010,000 square meters, about 250 acres. It's so large the company runs internal shuttle buses to help workers get around. In total, there are roughly 6,000 hard-working employees, which all play a part in producing around 500 trucks per day. What now?
メールが来てるんで、それを確認してるって感じです。
Now that he's made it to the office, he checks his email. As a captain, it's his responsibility to be informed of everything going on with the team, including any new projects as well as any important announcements and plans from the head office. Nice, he's having his onigiri now. Interestingly, in Japan, onigiris were originally a meal eaten at home, known as a classic mom's meal. But over time, with the growth of convenience stores and even specialized onigiri shops, it's become a food that is commonly eaten on the go. At 8:15, the factory holds chore, everyday morning meeting. Different groups gather at each section to make announcements and share information related to the day's task to ensure everyone is on the same page. The meeting commences with a safety check, reinforcing the messages that safety is a priority. Next, all the workers clean the production floor, something performed regularly throughout the day based on the Japanese concept of 3S: sort, set in order, and shine. Deeply rooted in Japanese manufacturing culture, it has become the foundation of many work environments across Japan, ultimately with the idea that a clean and organized work area increases overall efficiency and productivity. Now he gets to work. As the assembly line team captain, his main duty is to oversee and support the entire team. Today, one of the workers has called in sick, so he's stepping in to fill their position. Originally a line worker himself, he has the experience and deep knowledge of every single task on the line, which allows him to jump in whenever needed. To explain how it works, each team is assigned a specific section on the line and each member assigned to a specific task. And to streamline the assembly even more, another team has already preloaded all the necessary parts in a box for installation. Although line work comes naturally to Shun now, it wasn't always the case. When he first started, he struggled to keep up with the pace, as each section had to be completed within just 2 minutes. But instead of getting discouraged, he used it as motivation, working tirelessly to memorize each task and improve his skills. After 2 months of dedication, he finally caught up. Fast forward to today, and Shun is now leading the team.
So I think Shun's gonna be working on the line just for a little bit longer, so while he's doing that, well, let's see what we can ratchet up. So you guys know what makes a good story? A lot of suspense. And you know what the best season is? Spring. Wow, and this is nuts. It looks like they have a little workbench here while they put stuff together. I don't know, what do you guys think they do here? Let me know in the comments.
Wow, that's the truck frame. This is the very first step in the truck production. Apparently, this section isn't open to the public during factory tours, so I guess we're going behind the brake lines on this one.
So I think this is where the line starts. You can see the frame of the truck. It's actually coming down right now.
Now, the frame is introduced to the main assembly line. This factory uniquely produces more than 2,500 different truck model variations simultaneously on the assembly line. Unlike passenger cars, commercial vehicles demand a high level of customized and precise requirements. So rather than relying solely on automation, the assembly line workers adapt each build manually. Next, the engines, which are manufactured separately at their Tochigi factory, are skillfully installed, each with a different shape, transmission, weight, angle, and hoisting requirement. The clearance between the components and the frame is extremely tight, demanding exceptional precision and careful handling during the process.
And then when it gets to this part of the line, they start doing inspections.
The workers in yellow helmets are responsible for performing inspections. While a final quality check is performed, experienced inspectors carefully examine each stage of the assembly line to ensure every detail meets Japan's rigorous standards. And look at the speed! Despite each customized build, the line works extremely efficiently, so much so that from start to finish, a truck is fully built in only 150 minutes. At the same time, the factory makes use of robots to do the heavy lifting, like turning the entire truck frame over. Then the vehicle moves down the line where it's ready for the cab installation. All the time, the assembly line workers function as a team, relying on each other. If one person were to make a mistake, it directly impacts everyone else down the line, a reason why each worker takes their role seriously, with a strong sense of responsibility and professionalism, a characteristic approach of many Japanese who are typically raised with a deep sense of awareness of how their actions affect others. As the brand new fully customized Isuzu truck rolls off the line, it's ready for its final inspection. Of course, inspections also include the undercarriage. In Japan, there's a saying, "Isoguba moare," meaning when in a hurry, take the longer, safer route. It reflects the belief that rushing often leads to mistakes, while taking your time to do things properly helps you reach your goal more efficiently. It's a mindset that may help explain the high quality and reliability of Japanese craftsmanship.
Okay, so we are going up these stairs. We're upstairs, maybe we don't need the helmet. It's kind of all messed up, but okay.
Oh, I
think this is the office area. Let's go see what that guy at the end is doing over there.
Excuse me,
はい。
what's this place?
ここはね、車両製造部の事務所になります。
Oh, is this the only office in the
い
factory?
えいえいえ、ここの工場は4つの工場に分かれてて、ここは第2工場なんだよね。第2工場っていうのは完成車両を作る工場だから、そこの事務所になる。
Ah, I see. Apparently, section managers and operations support staff work from this office. So, what do you do?
私はね、ここでね、副部長やってるんですよ。
Oh, you're pretty high up then. How long have you been working here?
私はね、18からやってるから、今勤続40年。
Damn, 40 years? Apparently, he began on the factory assembly line and through hard work, gained the trust of his team, steadily climbing the ranks to where he is now.
やっぱそのいすゞ自動車ってトラックが好きだったからね、トラックを作るのってどういう風にやるんだってこう興味を持ちながらね、ずっとやってきたってことだよね。
So, what's the most important thing when working in a factory?
やっぱあれですよ、車両製造部は、人の職場だからね、人に対することが一番大切ですよ、やっぱり。
What's the toughest part
やっぱ
then?
いろんな人がいるからね、やっぱ考え方も違えば、ね、優先順位だやれなんだって人はみんなばらつくからね、コミュニケーションの難しさっていうかな。
If you had one message for everyone, what would it
みん
be?
なにメッセージ、やっぱね、車両製造部は1台の車、1台のトラックをね、やっぱりみんなで作る職場だから一致団結でいきましょうみたいな。
Thank you. There's Shun. Hey, where are you going?
休憩時間になりました。
After a morning of intensely focused work, all the workers take a short break. The factory requires that every employee take a 10-minute break twice a day to ensure that they remain focused and alert their entire shift. Very typical for factory work in Japan. Shun, what do you usually do?
休憩時間はもう時間までゆっくり過ごすだけです。
Haha, perfect. So tell me, what do you like about your job?
自分が好きな車をどういう過程でできていくのかっていうのを知れるんで、そこが好きなところで。
Cool. Oh, the break is over. Before going back to work on the line, all the workers do a 3-minute parts check, essentially refreshing and sharpening their eye on how the part should actually look like. So if they ever encounter a defect on the line, they can quickly recognize it. I guess now he spends a little bit of time in the office. Oh, Shun, where are you going?
今設備に異常が出て応援呼ばれたんで、ちょっとラインの方に向かいます。
Taking care of irregular errors and problems is also one of his responsibilities. It doesn't happen all the time, but in such situation, the captain covers it so workers on the line don't have to step out. What was wrong with it?
上にこうピッキングしたものがあるんですけど、それが上手に流れてこなくて、今異常リセットして今元に戻してあげたっていう状態です。
Good work. What's next?
これからお昼に行きます。
Now he has a 45-minute lunch break with his colleague at the company cafeteria, known in Japan as shashoku. Since the food is offered at a very reasonable price while also being nutritious, he regularly eats here. In fact, about 24% of companies in Japan provide shashoku. But for larger companies with over 300 employees, that number jumps to 48%. What did you get?
黒毛和牛のメンチカツ。
Wow, that looks good. Do you guys work on the same line?
隣のチームです。
Oh, so you're a captain too?
キャプテンです。
You look pretty young. How old are you?
23ですね。
So Shun used to be the captain of their team, but he later moved to a different line, and with a captain position open, his colleague assumed the role 3 years ago. Wait, when did you start working here?
最初に入社したのは18。
Oh, and how'd you find the job?
一応その高校の時に職業体験みたいのがあって、ちょっと自動車にはもともと興味があったので、プログラムを通じてそのままここに入社してる感じですね。
So after 5 years, what do you like most about your job?
そう言われると難しいな。これやっぱ同期と働いてたっていうのが一番自分の中では楽しいというか、仲間がいるっていうのが一番自分の中では楽しいことなんで。
Makes sense.
ごちそうさまでした。
お疲れ様でした。
After having a quick meal, they still have some time before their shift begins, so they return to the office to spend the rest of their break.
Okay, so Shun is in there just doing his lunch break. Decided to walk around a little bit maybe. So this section is just a little bit different. Let's go see why it's a little bit different than the line over there.
Excuse me,
はい
what's going on here?
向こうのラインではエンジンが、ディーゼルエンジンが搭載された車両を作ってて、このラインでは EV モーターで動く車を作っています。
Which line would you say is more difficult to work
こ
on?
ちらの方がやはり難しいです。やはり電気がいっぱいついているので、ファーネスが多いので、間違えないように対策するのが難しいです。
I see. Apparently, there are too many tasks required to fit on the main assembly line, so EV trucks must be built in a separate area.
Okay, we are making our rounds. Hydro unit, sub, and picking area? Let's see.
Hi, can I bother you? So, what are you working on?
これは、ハイドロユニット、エチューって言ってパイプを組み付けてラインの方に流して供給するっていうことをやってます。
I see. And how long have you worked here?
私はまだ短くて半年。
Oh, what did you do before this?
もともと北海道で車の作る仕事っていうのをしてたんですけど、乗用車を作る仕事してます。
Has anything surprised you when you started working here?
物がやっぱりトラックだから大きいのにまずびっくりしました。
Got it. How's it working here?
働いてるみんなと休憩中に楽しくしてるのがすごく楽しい。それで仕事も頑張ろうってなってます。みんなファミリーみたいで。
Yeah, that's awesome. In addition to the main assembly line workers, there are other teams just as dedicated, working equally hard to craft the essential parts that keep the line moving smoothly.
Wow, I love how every tool just has its place. Wow, and then look at this area right here. It says torque wrench precision measuring area. They have all of these wrenches.
Here, the tools are assigned to one worker from each shift or inspection to ensure that they're all in working order, helping to prevent any potential downtime caused by equipment failure.
This is pretty dope, just walking around and going to all these different places. Check this out. There's an, I think, Elf Mio EV. It says EV, so I think it means their electric vehicle. Let's see if we can go inside and check it out. This is nice. I'm a truck driver now. I guess more like a truck sitter. Almost got enough room for 3 people in here. It looks like on the left-hand side you have the charge, and then on the right you have the speedometer. Probably in the middle you have just some electronic displays. The center console is another display. I'm assuming that's for maybe the rear view, but there's another display up top, so maybe that's the rear view. So they even have some e-heat here, which I think is different than a regular heat. Pretty cool. Wish I could drive this thing. Here. Oh, there's actually like a little switch here. Maybe we just turn it on. Okay, so that's what the center display looks like. It looks like it has all the gauges. That is mirror, I guess. So it looks like people are going back to work. So I should probably head back right now, see what Shun is doing.
Oh, there's Shun. What are you doing now?
今からちょっと修正します。
In the afternoon, he starts working on the trucks that didn't pass the inspection. The issues are usually minor, but they often require the precision and judgment that only human hands and eyes can provide. What's wrong with this one?
ホースのクリップの向きが悪かったので、正しい位置に直しました。
I see. As a captain, technical expertise is essential, but just as crucial are the soft skills needed to lead, communicate, and inspire the team effectively. When Shun first started, he made a major mistake and accidentally broke an engine part. He felt awful, but instead of scolding him, his manager said, "You don't learn without making mistakes. It's your first time. It's okay." That moment left a lasting impression, teaching Shun the value of staying positive and taking responsibility. To this day, he carries that same approach when guiding his own team. After finishing the repairs, he goes back to the assembly line. About an hour before clocking out, he shifts his focus to administrative tasks. Today, he's creating labels for parts. These additional responsibilities are typically handled by team leaders like him, who provide support behind the scenes, allowing the younger workers more opportunities to gain hands-on experience on the main line. Why do you need to make labels?
部品ってもう品番でこう来るんですけど、全部品番だと分かりづらくなっちゃうんで、これ背番号って言うんですけど、設定して部品の箱につけといてあげれば、こう作業者から見て一発でこう分かりやすくなってる。
Ah, I see. At the end of his shift, he makes notes for the next team, a simple but effective way to share updates and pass along important information. Also, instead of just leaving, he takes part in hikitsugi, a brief handover meeting with workers that are continuing on in the next shift. This common practice in Japan ensures a smooth transition between shifts, keeping everyone informed and prepared to take over seamlessly. Hey, why are there two PCs?
反対版のキャプテンの方のパソコンなんで、朝出勤してきた時にすぐ開けるように準備して帰る。
Wow, that's so nice of you. Yay, finally done! Tonight, he has dinner plans with some of his co-workers to go to an izakaya restaurant after work. In Japan, it's quite common for co-workers to gather for a nomikai, a casual eating and drinking session often held at an izakaya like this one. Tonight, they're out as friends, but it's also typical to join their outings with their managers, strengthening team bonds outside of work. So, do you all live in the dorm?
自分だけ違うですね。実家の方から通ってるんで。
Where?
外れた横浜の方ですね。
Oh, cool. So does everyone work on the same line?
二人がここはそうですね。
隣の
隣なんで。
工程なんで、近いんで、工場が違います。
Oh, which one?
ファイナル工程、一番最後です。
Ah, I see.
So it looks like Shun's gonna be out here with his friends for a little bit longer, maybe a few more hours, and then after that, go home, take a shower, just chill a little bit, and then probably go to sleep around 9 o'clock. But that's pretty much a day in life of a Japanese truck factory worker. If you guys like this video, like always, help me out, hit that like button. If you guys want to help support the channel, then definitely check out my hot sauce. Get it online at paolofromtokyohotsauce.com or in Tokyo Shibuya in my vending machine. Links in the description. And if you guys want to see more videos like this or anything related to Japan, hit that subscribe button and the bell button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.